Donald Trump is talking about Greenland again. And once again, the internet is laughing. Memes, jokes, headlines calling it ridiculous. But here's the truth. No one wants to say out loud. Greenland is one of the most valuable pieces of land on Earth right now. And the global superpowers know it. This isn't about ice, it's about power. Greenland is quietly becoming the center of the world. But on a map, Greenland looks empty, frozen, remote, forgettable. That illusion is dangerous. Greenland sits between the United States, Europe, and Russia. It's the shortest path for missiles, aircraft, satellites, and data moving between continents. That's why the US already runs Petofic Space Base, formerly Thule Air Base there, one of the most important early warning and space surveillance installations on the planet. If a missile launches from Russia, Greenland sees it first. In modern warfare, minutes decide everything. The Arctic is melting, and that changes global power forever. New shipping routes are opening that slash travel time between Asia and Europe by weeks. Whoever controls these routes controls trade, energy flow, and military movement. Russia is militarizing the Arctic at full speed. China calls itself a near-Arctic nation and is pouring money into polar infrastructure. And the US, it's suddenly realizing it might lose the North. Greenland is America's front row seat, or its last chance to stay relevant in the Arctic. What's under the ice is worth more than oil. Here's where things get serious. Greenland is sitting on massive deposits of rare earth minerals. These minerals power smartphones, electric vehicles, fighter jets, missiles, satellites, AI data centers. Right now, China controls most of the world's rare earth supply. That gives Beijing leverage over US defense contractors, tech companies, clean energy transitions. Trump's entire worldview revolves around leverage, and Greenland offers something rare, a way to break China's grip without firing a shot. This isn't crazy. The US is already acting. Here's what people miss. The US isn't joking, and it isn't waiting. Washington is already increasing military spending in Greenland, blocking Chinese infrastructure deals, expanding diplomatic and economic influence, funding airports, ports, and local development ownership was never the real goal. Influence is. Trump just said the quiet part loudly. Why Denmark and Greenland are nervous. Denmark technically controls Greenland, but Greenland wants more independence. That puts it in a dangerous position. China is offering investment. The US is offering protection. Russia is watching closely. Greenland is becoming a geopolitical tug-of-war between superpowers, whether it wants to or not. That's why Trump's comments hit a nerve. They force a question no one wants to answer. Who really controls Greenland's future? Trump doesn't play subtle games. He applies pressure by saying the unthinkable, forcing public reactions. Making private interests visible by talking openly about Greenland, Trump exposes how valuable it really is, how fragile current arrangements are, how unprepared the West may be. The laughter is a smokescreen. Behind the scenes, this is taken very seriously. The bigger picture, no one is talking about. This isn't just about Greenland, it's about a future where power comes from. Geography, minerals, supply chains, space surveillance, climate-driven access. The next Cold War isn't happening in the Middle East. It's happening in cold, quiet places most people ignore. So why does Donald Trump want Greenland? Because Greenland is no longer just land. It's leverage, it's defense, it's resources. It's the Arctic future. The world is changing fast. And the real joke isn't Trump talking about Greenland. The real joke is thinking this conversation will stop. Is Greenland destined to stay independent? Or is it already trapped in a global power game? Like, subscribe, and share if you want more breakdowns on power, money, and geopolitics that the headlines won't explain.